Hey, we're here with you now, everybody. We got two quick outs very fast for the Bucaneros in the first part of the game here. I don't have a lot of information. That's a ball high. Um, on the who, etc. Thank you for joining us here in Agodia. As a special guest, we have Samuel L. Garcia again. He's going to be helping with the play-by-play stuff, and every now and then offering some commentary. So I'm going to turn you over to Sam.
Thank you, Coach Moore. As we see the first strike here from Harvey Swan, as he worked ahead of these first two batters, generating weak pop flies, as the pop flies are the easiest out for any defense here. The pitch is a little bit inside and low. It's kind of loud. And the pitch is swung on and another fly ball here. And that was dropped by the first baseman, as that is clearly the right fielder's ball. I think Devin was calling for it, but Eduardo should have caught him off. Obviously, we don't want anybody injured in that play there, as Eduardo must have thought not running into Devin. But getting the out is the most priority, and wish they did not. So they have a 2-out base runner here in scoring position on second base here for the 4-hole hitter. So Harvey Swan has generated 3 pop flies out of these 3 batters. So we'll see if they can change up anything hard hit through the infield to generate this run here. That is a called strike on the outside corner, as Harvey has proven to be effective with his fastball. As he's 0-1 against the 4-hole hitter. A little bit of a bluff from the runner, and it misses high. So the count goes even at ones. Harvey's a crafty pitcher. It's like a low 3/4 arm slot here, lanky guy. And Harvey works ahead of the 4-hole hitter, 1 and 2. We can see if he generates any swing and miss with any off speed that Harvey has to get the Bucaneros out of this slide jam with the air on the first baseman here. And the runner steals, and it's a ball high inside, and is thrown away by the catcher Sebastian. And that is a run for the Bucaneros here, for the away team against the Bucaneros. Runner was stealing on that pitch. The 2-hole hitter probably, the 3-hole hitter. Usually not like a fast type of runner, but that one definitely was. And the pitch is low and outside, Burko says. I think the count is full now. See if Harvey can attack this hitter with strikes. The pitch is swung on and missed to end the inning for the Bucaneros, as they are down 1 and they are coming to the plate here. Joining you soon from the PRIBL Baseball.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Berger. I've been involved in pitching since I have memory. I played for my national team. I got hurt and I got rotator cuff surgery. That's when I got interested in how pitching actually works, how biomechanics works. So I researched a lot of pitching programs until I found the National Pitching Association and got certified by Tom House, having the opportunity to work along Coach House with professional athletes and learn from him. You know, Coach House the GOAT. Every athlete is gonna work in biomechanics, functional strength, learn about nutrition and sleep and recovery, and work in mental emotional. Make your next step, play your next level. See you there.
My name is Jaden Perez, and with the PRIBL and Coach Berger, in around 6 months, I've gained 6 to 7 miles an hour on my fastball. I've learned so much about my pitching mechanics, and most importantly, I've learned to become my own coach.
Hello, my name is Luca Morales. Thanks to Coach Juan Berger at PRBL, I went from 79 miles per hour on the mound up to sitting 90 and peaking at 93 miles per hour. Also learned how to stay healthy and got the chance to pitch alongside of other professional pitchers.
I'm Patrick, and Coach Juan has helped me with a bunch of things, but the best thing he's helped me with is staying on my center mass and not falling out. My hat used to fall off every pitch, and now it never falls off.
Hey, what's up? My name is Javier Caro.
Okay. And that's first pitch ball to this leadoff batter for the Bucaneros. He has known to steal bases and is really fast, as he has the low stance, so it's hard to throw strikes too. And that is a chomp ground ball to third, as the third base coach fields it and throws it back to the pitcher. So the count is now even to Jacob here. The 1-1 pitch is laced to the shortstop, and the shortstop boots it. That was a hard ground ball here. Definitely a tough play for the shortstop, and it just ate him up. It might have even been an infield hit for Jacob here, as he is definitely a fast runner and is known to steal bases most of the time. So El Brujo will move a little bit to see if the catcher will throw down. And a leadoff base runner here for the Bucaneros, as they love situations like these. The pitcher slide steps and throws the ball here to Harvey Swan. Harvey Swan, the starting pitcher of this game, generating weak pop flies. The pitch is outside for a ball here. Clearly not working ahead of Harvey, as Harvey is a great two-way here as he starts this game for the Bucaneros and also hits two-hole out of Arizona, out of Las Vegas, never mind. And that is a ball high, and Jacob steals the bag. A little bit of close play there, as the catcher could have made a better throw, and it would have been a better play here for Jacob, but now the count goes to 3-0 on Harvey, as he's from Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 11, the left-handed batter, is waiting on this 3-0 pitch and is taken for a ball. So first and second, nobody out here for the Bucaneros, and Devin, the third hole hitter here, comes to the plate and drawing a little bit of dirt. Skies that one down to the visitors' bullpen. First pitch here, first pitch strike here to Devin, as the pitcher knows to work ahead of these hitters, as Devin just missed that. He's a very aggressive hitter, so he gets pitches and he wants to hit them, that's all. Especially in this situation for the Bucaneros, first and second, they need some runs here, as they are already down early in this game, 1-0. The pitch, and the runners take off, and there was no throw here from the catcher, as it was wide, and a wide off speed here, as there was no chance to get either Harvey or Jacob stealing. So now the force is out of play, so if it goes to the infield, the ball will go to the first baseman, as the infield is drawn in for this visiting team. The pitch is outside. Outside on Devin as the count goes to 2-1. A great hitter's count for this 3-hole hitter. The Bucaneros are loud, and that pitch was fouled off right back to the backstop. As the count goes to 2-2, Devin does not want to strike out here, so he'll try to hit the ball hard here, hopefully through the infield or even generate a sac fly for these speedies runners. And that is an off speed, that's a wide. The count goes full. This pitcher has already walked Harvey Swan. He's thrown a lot of balls, but was ahead of Devin earlier, but not so much now. The 3-2 pitch is inside and fouled off from Devin out to his home dugout. As he battles here with his 3-2 count. This is what the Bucaneros like to see, as they score many runs here and have a great team. The pitch is laced to center field. Line drive right at the center fielder, and did prove effective as there was a sac fly here to the center fielder. The game is now tied 1-1 from a sac fly from Devin Rodriguez. The 4-hole hitter, Sebastian, comes up here. He is in Arizona. The catcher for tonight's game is, as he takes a ball here low. Sebastian hits great with runners in scoring position, as they could possibly take the lead if Harvey Swan comes around here to score. Harvey is a speedy base runner and also the starting pitcher of this game, so I don't know if they had any substitute or pinch runners here, but the pitch is outside for a ball here. The pitcher needs to find like any strikes if he has any hope of working ahead of this Bucaneros team. The pitch is swung on and chopped to the third baseman, and is a long throw and is picked by the first baseman for the second out of the inning. That play is always tough, trying to look back Harvey Swan and then making an accurate throw. Was not so accurate, but had a little bit of help from the first baseman here. Nice steps. And the 4-hole hitter Eduardo comes up, the right fielder, number 4. Another left-handed bat for this Bucaneros team. The pitch is swung on and missed, outside corner. Eduardo is the leader for this Bucaneros team, especially out in the outfield. A strong arm, and the pitch is called outside for a ball. Has a little bit of movement, but he can't really locate his two-seam fastball here. The pitch is taken ball for a low, as there's only one walk here, but he is falling behind 3-0 to a dangerous hitter of Eduardo Rodriguez. The 3-1 is taken for a ball, as that is the second walk given up in this inning. As the pitcher needs to work ahead of these hitters, he has any chance of winning this game or keeping this away team in this game against the Bucaneros. The third baseman comes up to the plate here for the Bucaneros. The pitch is swung on and missed, working ahead of this hitter now. The 0-1 is coming now and is fouled off weakly to the third base side. A little bit of jam shot. Checking if the bat is broken, and it is not, as he steps in, facing this 0-2 count, as this most likely is the only true 0-2 count here for this away team, as they pitch to the Bucaneros here now, and that is a pop fly foul off to the Bucaneros dugout. Ooh, a little bit of a close play from the first baseman as he tries to reach over the yellow fence here. Good effort, as that play is always tough. Trying not to get hurt, but also trying to catch the ball, helping the pitcher out. But the pitcher still works ahead of this third baseman, 0-2. Trying to get the last out of this inning here. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed to end the inning for the Bucaneros, as Harvey Swan comes up to pitch now, as the game is now tied 1-1 in the PRIBL baseball, coming to the top of the second. Joining you back in this top of the second inning from the Bucaneros, as Harvey Swan works quickly of this hitter here. A left-handed hitter facing Harvey, which is always a tough matchup. Everything runs in or away for any batter, but a little bit of hard fastballs here from Harvey, and That seems like a front door off speed here. It was a little low, but got the swing and a miss from Harvey. I'm sure he wanted that. So he is working 0-2 ahead of this leadoff batter in the top of the second inning. A little bit of a fastball, taken low first for a ball. We'll see if this batter's two-strike approach is a little bit different. But Harvey is a great pitcher, and that is a fly ball out to center field. It was hard hit, but it is there for Jacob to make the out, as there is one out in the top of the second inning. The score is still 1-1, so we can see if this team has any more runs up their sleeve against Harvey Swan. A right-hander batter now that Harvey faces here. And a little bit outside here for the Brujo, says Brujo. Working behind a little bit, we can see if Harvey works ahead in this count now, but he has fallen down 2-0 to this batter. Falling down 2-0 to this batter, only one of the few hitters counts Harvey falls behind in. And the pitch was swung, fouled off, fastball. Looked to be a big swing from the batter here, as he still is in a good position to hit with a 2-1 count here. The pitch is taken for a strike. Not sure if it was a little bit of an off speed or just a low fastball here, but the count evens out at 2s. And Harvey pitches and is taken low to generate a full count for this batter here, trying to get something started for this visiting team. The pitch is taken for a ball from Harvey. That is a walk. Puts a runner on first here for this team. We have one out here in the inning from a pop fly to center field. Pitch is swung on and missed. Harvey seems like a pitcher that would generate ground balls, but he has generated more pop flies in this game than anybody else has. And as the runner steals and was a close play. He make a good throw, and he is back safely at second base. A little bit of chasing here as he rounded second after that steal, but was going to be thrown out at third and goes back to second base and was overthrown at second base. A little bit of errors here for the Bucaneros team, but it does not really matter since it was essentially just a stolen base. Runner on second here with one out. And that is a ball here. The 2-1 pitch. Is wide. A little bit of trouble for Harvey here, falling down 3-1 in this at-bat. Evens the count here at full now for Harvey. Another full count in the past two batters. A little bit of trouble here for Harvey as he is not really one to get into many full counts. And we can see if it ends different, and there's a pop fly foul back here. 0-0 another runner in scoring position here, always via steal this game. The pitch is swung on and missed as Harvey gets another strikeout here. So now there are 2 outs in the inning, giving advice to the next hitter on deck. Oh, pitch is wide here from Harvey. Has trouble getting ahead of these hitters. We can see if he adjusts here. As 1-2 count as good as any, and not trying to get to another full count could be dangerous here. Ooh, that was a outside fastball here for Harvey. Called strike. To even count at 1s. We can see if he gets ahead of this hitter more. That is yet another strike here. You can't really adjust to this pitch here. He gets a little bit more on top of the plate, seeing if he can drive that pitch the other way. There's a wide gap here at second base, and the runner steals, and it is taken for a ball. And it's a good throw from the catcher here, but he was safe. Jorge Green was fast with the tag, but the runner just got in there, says Brujo. The count evens out at 2s. And the pitch from Harvey is swung on and missed for the 3rd strike of the at-bat and the end of the inning. Joining us back now in the bottom of the inning, PRIBL Baseball coming soon. Joining us here in the bottom of the 2nd inning here, the leadoff batter, Jorge Green, the 3rd baseman here. Small zone. He is out of Honduras. And the pitch is, a little bit of velocity here, but it's taken low by Jorge Green. As the count goes to 1-0, as the pitcher has not proven to throw any strikes here. Seems a little bit of a fast pitcher, but he has been a little wild here. As he falls behind 2-0 against Jorge. And that pitch is chopped foul to the third base side. Jorge looking to swing it. Looked something good to swing at, 2-0. He is still an hitter's count here, so we'll see if the count goes to 3-1 or he gets a good pitch to hit here and does something with it. Green swings and hits a fly ball here to center field. There is a lot of wind here, but it's easily put out by the left fielder. As anything in the airs should be an out, but that was hit kind of hard. Jorge's not really like a gap-to-gap hitter, but could always prove me wrong. This pitcher working ahead of these batters, getting a quick out. And the first pitch is a sweet ground ball to shortstop, and the shortstop makes yet another error. Possibly trying to gather the ball to throw it instead of trying to field it first. As there's a runner on first here, 1 out for the Bucaneros. Was that a hit and run? Or did I have my signs mixed up? Yep, it was a hit and run on, so I know their signs just a little bit. It was a hit and run, bro. Okay, and the runner goes to second on the swing and miss. And that ball is taken low to even out the count. Here comes Gregory at the plate here, number 1. A great shortstop for this Bucaneros team. Great glove. And also can pitch. That pitch is taken for a strike here on the inside corner. Working ahead of Gregory here, 1-2. Thanks to the hit and run, as Gregory had an awkward swing but wanted to swing to not have the runner get thrown out or anything, and that is chopped foul. As when plays are on, we execute the plays. Hit and run, you have to swing or you just have to try to get the ball on the ground if it's that serious, but Gregory couldn't really do anything with that ball. Only execute the play, which he did. The pitch is a single up to the right center field, hit hard the opposite way, and this will be a double here for Gregory as the throw goes to the cutoff man. That was a great piece of hitting here for Gregory. As the number 7, Matthias Mason, comes to hit here for this Bucaneros team. And swings and misses at a first pitch fastball here. The Bucaneros are a great runners in scoring position hitting team, as they have 1 run each inning so far. And that is a ground ball to third base, and seems to be another error from this third baseman, and he is safe, as Matthias Mason is a speedy base runner. Always proves to be effective on the base paths. That was a routine ground ball here at the shortstop. The shortstop seems to be reflecting a little bit, as they could have been out of the inning, or close to at least, as the Bucaneros lead off here comes to the plate. As the shortstop is doing no favors for the pitching staff on this team. And that is a called strike here, as the pitcher keeps working. A first and third situation here, you would most likely see Matthias stealing. And he does steal, and the ball goes all the way to second. And that was a good throw, a little bit of a tail on that ball. As if it were straight, I would have a good chance, but it was a little bit of run, so it drew the shortstop off the back. The pitch is inside on Jacob here. As Matthias cheers on his teammate, being a true leader of this Bucaneros team. The pitch is low and away. Good stop by the catcher here to prevent any other run from scoring, but this is a 3-1 hitters count for Jacob here. As he did have a hard hit ball at a shortstop in the first inning, but if that ball was exactly where it was now, it would definitely be a 2 RBI single here for the Bucaneros. And that is not a 3-1 pitch swing. As the count goes to 3-2. Jacob might be trying to do a little bit too much here, as he needs to simplify his swing and simplify his approach and only swing at strikes here and not giving anything to this visiting team. The 3-2 pitch is an off-speed wide, a little bit up Jacob's head, so he has no chance of hitting that. And easily takes it for the ball to load the bases up here. With only 1 out in the inning, as it was a quick and easy out, as the visiting head coach comes out and to have a talk with this pitcher to see if we can generate any ground balls here and see if the infield will not make any errors this time around. A double play would be great for this visiting team, as if they give up any more runs, it will be a little bit of a tough comeback for this team, especially with a pitcher like Harvey Swan on the mound and a great bullpen like the Bucaneros. As the pitcher reflects on what his coach said, there's only 1 out in the inning. I guess the middle infield is playing to a double play up the middle. And that is a great block here from the catcher. A little bit of a wide inside ball. Makes an awkward catch, but it doesn't matter how bad it looks. If the ball's there, it's there, and it's a block, it's a block. So the middle infield plays in double play depth here. See if they can turn it, but may prove difficult for this infield here. And that is another ball on the inside corner. Falling behind of Harvey Swan 2-0. A great hitter's count for Harvey here. He will try to help himself out by scoring more runs to help him have a little bit of ease on the mound. That pitch is swung on and fouled to the third base side of this Iowa Dade Stadium. The count turns to 2-1. Still a great position for Harvey to put something in play here. The pitch is called and in strike on the inside corner here for Harvey Swan. Facing 2 strikes here, does not really want to strike out in this situation. Definitely wants to generate a run here. Ground balls won't be easy, as if to the corners they would just go home, and the pitch is swung on, hit to the first base side, and the first baseman makes a throw to the catcher to get the force out at home plate. A great play here, as the bases stay loaded. as they could not quite turn the double play with Harvey Swan running the bases. But a great power hitter of Devin Rodriguez comes to the plate, as he had a sac fly earlier in this game, so he has an RBI here. The coach telling the outfielders to shift. And the pitch is taken for a ball, up and away to Devin Rodriguez. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back. Devin swinging at anything he can handle here. Only thinks of his teammates and wants Harvey to have a great pitching outing, so he wants as many runs as possible here for Harvey. The pitcher steps off, taking a deep breath, as there is a little bit of action here in the visiting bullpen, as if this runner gets on, he might definitely come in the game. And that is fouled back towards me a little bit high, so nowhere near me. But Devin falls to this count. It is now 1-2. A 1-2 count here to Devin. He's a grade 2 strike hitter, grade 2 strike approach. He has not one to swing and miss. Pitches. Ooh, a good off speed on the outside corner. Might have froze Devin a little bit, but it's called the ball here from Brujo, a little bit on the outside part of the zone. The count is even out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff is a little bit high here for Devin, as the runners will be on the move here. Matthias will take a wide turn here, as any foul balls would prove dangerous to be here. As if the pitcher commits to the plate, all of these runners will be running. Matthias takes a wide lead. And the runners are off, and the pitch is swung on to the second baseman, and proves to be an easy out here for this visiting team with the bases loaded. So pitcher works out of quite a jam here, and we will be joining you in the top of the third here from PRBL Baseball.
Okay, we're beginning the top of the third inning. Sam had to go get his next breakfast. They send us plenty of food up here, which is always good. Harvey Swan's still on the mound for the Bucaneros. And it's a 2-1 game. Bucaneros up 2-1. I'm still unsure what the other team's name is. They look pretty solid thus far. Here we go, top of the third. Bucaneros up by 1. Leadoff hitter for the inning. Swan is set. And that's a nice called strike on the inside part of the plate. When Harvey's managing his knee lift and his rhythm, he's a pretty solid pitcher. And the pitch, that's just outside a little bit. That's one of the things pitchers work on a ton, grooving their delivery and the pitch. That was an attempt at a curveball, missed way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Swan is set, delivers, and it's a foul ball out over the Bucaneros dugout. That evens the count at 2, which is just what the doctor needed for Harvey Swan. 2-2 count, nobody out. And the pitch. Oh, that's a good pitch. That's a called strike 3. And that's the first out of the inning. So Sam's back. How was your second breakfast today, Sam?
Second breakfast? I don't know what you mean by that, Coach Moore.
Did you have 2 or 3 breakfasts today?
Just one.
Just one breakfast. Here we go for a pitch. And it's foul back toward the screen. Let me tell you what, you've done a really good job calling the games.
Oh, have I?
You have. You're very calm. You're not like me. I get excited. And Swan is set. And the pitch. That's another attempt at a curveball.
Yeah.
He's struggled with the curveball thus far, as I've seen. And this is one of these things. And we got a swing and a miss on a high fastball. As pitcher, Sam, you know, because you're a pitcher, you learn to manage your grips in a way that you don't really miss that much.
Yes, we do indeed. We try to perfect our pitches as Harvey here generates a swing and a miss on a slider here. And it's the second out of the inning.
Nice. That's a quick 2 outs for Harvey and the Bucaneros in the top of the third. Yeah, so you know, as a pitcher, your grip and your tempo and your rhythm have a lot to do with your success in the game. And it's something that you have to train. Swan comes set. The pitch. That's just outside and high. Tell me part of what's your regimen. I see you working very hard throughout the day. What do you focus on?
I focus on trying to get ahead of these hitters, as it is pretty hard here, not having really any home plate umpires at all, but generating swing and misses ahead in the count and generating weak ground balls is always good, as a strike percentage is key. Anything above or around like 65% or higher is beneficial towards any pitcher here.
Without a doubt. And Swan has worked himself way ahead here in the third inning. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 3. Harvey Swan's dealing today, don't you think, Sam?
Yes, sir, as he did strike out the side here. All 3 outs were strikeouts here for Harvey Swan in the top of the third inning.
Nice. We welcome you. We're glad you're here. Beautiful Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Hope you'll stay with us. We have 2 games today. Asinados will play once this game is done. We hope that you'll be with us. Thanks for being here.
Are rejoining us back now in the bottom of the third inning as the catcher Sebastian here leads off for the Bucaneros, number 8 here, the 4-hole batter. As this visiting team did Strand get out of the jam of the bases loaded with 2 quick outs, and that is the first pitch strike from this new pitcher here, by the way, for this visiting team. Works quickly ahead of Sebastian and proves to have a good tempo here. And that is laced to the left field side is a foul ball. Working it ahead of this catcher here, throwing fastballs for strikes. See if he has any benders up his sleeve for Sebastian. Any great 0-2 swing and miss pitches. This pitch is a little bit of a semi-swing here, but stays alive from Sebastian. The pitcher is definitely throwing fastballs here for strikes. A little bit of a over-the-top pitch, a little bit hard to pick up. And is a fastball swung on, and the new shortstop makes the play, as the previous shortstop had about like 2 errors in 2 innings, but this seems to be a new shortstop here, making the routine play on Sebastian. And that is a fastball swung on and missed here from Eduardo. This pitcher has not thrown a ball and works quickly ahead in his timing and pitching motion. And is fouled off, working ahead of Eduardo 0-2. As he has gotten both of these hitters for the Bucaneros team this inning 0-2. see if he has anything up here. As fastball is probably his main pitch, and that was probably an off-speed here, as that was an awkward swing from Eduardo to generate a drop third strike and swing in and miss. We'll see if this new pitcher responds to Harvey, also generating all 3 outs on strikeouts this inning. The pitch is swung on in a high fly ball behind the third baseman, and the third baseman makes the easy basket catch. A great inning here for this away team to keep the Bucaneros at bay, with the 2-1 lead here for the Bucaneros, and we'll see if this visiting team has anything up their sleeve against Harvey Swan.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Berger. I've been involved in pitching since I have memory. I played for my national team. I got hurt and I got rotator cuff surgery. That's when I got interested in how pitching actually works, how biomechanics works. So I researched a lot of pitching programs until I found the National Pitching Association and got certified by Tom House, having the opportunity to work along Coach House with professional athletes and learn from him. You know, Coach House the GOAT. Every athlete is gonna work in biomechanics, functional strength, learn about nutrition and sleep and recovery, and work in mental and emotional. Make your next step, play your next level. See you there.
My name is Jaden Perez, and with the PRIBL and Coach Berger, in around 6 months, I've gained 6 to 7 miles an hour on my fastball. I've learned so much about my pitching mechanics, and most importantly, I've learned to become my own coach.
Hello, my name is Luca Morales. Thanks to Coach Juan Berger at PRBL, I went from 79 miles per hour on the mound up to sitting 90 and peaking at 93 miles per hour. Also learned how to stay healthy and got the chance to pitch alongside of other professional pitchers.
I'm Patrick, and Coach Juan has helped me with a bunch of things, but the best thing he's helped me with is staying on my center mass and not falling out. My hat used to fall off every pitch, and now it never falls off.
Hey, what's up? My name is Javier Caro Acosta. I am a pitcher with the Community College of Allegheny County. And 2 years ago, I was fresh out of high school, very uncertain, very low in confidence, and I didn't even know if I had what it takes to play the collegiate level. I was, until I found Coach Juan Berger and the PRIBL. With the help of them and the pro-style trainings, the intensity, the mindset, it just changed everything. Now, I'm a confident and dominant college athlete, and I don't only have trust in my game, but also my process.
Joining us back now is Harvey Swan on the mound, facing a left-handed batter here. A leadoff left-handed batter. A little bit of a small guy. And that pitch was a great swing and a miss. A strong hack here, generating the swing and miss. And a little bit of an off-speed pitch. A little bit too high, as the count evens out at 1-1. We'll see if this team has any hope of coming back in this game, as it seems to be an off speed, a little bit high in the zone. The 2-1 pitch from Harvey is away. We could be trouble here if the Bucaneros allow a leadoff base runner here via walk. And the pitch is outside, and is a leadoff walk for this Bayamon team. Looks like a speedy base runner. We'll see if Harvey Swan generates any pickoff moves to get an easy out on the base path, as lefties do. As all lefties do need to work on their pickoff move. They see if they have any difference in timing here. As Harvey should not really slide step as a lead here. Just licking the runner back via leg kick. And that is a ball here to this hitter. And it is a pickoff here, but this runner does not seem to know what to do. As if he were stealing, it would be off first move and he would go all the way to the bag. Oh, and he seems to be allowed second base because Harvey ran into him. But the runner seemed to be running towards the bag, but as coaches teach to like run towards the defenders. My coach would see if you'd taken any opportunity of a defender in the baseline to run through them. To be allowed a free bag. As there just was. So no one out here, runner in scoring position for this team from Bayamon. The pitch is swung on and missed, evening the count at 1-1, I believe. The batter calls time. The pitch is swung on and missed on the outside corner here. As the batter should have no hope of trying to pull that ball to the left side of the field. Should just take it through the 3-4 hole. Opposite field approach here is key versus these lefties with arm side run, and the runner steals the bag and is a foul ball to the right side of the stadium. The 2-strike pitch is wide here. Sebastian does a good job diving and catching the ball. As Harvey has quite struggled with command issues here, allowing this leadoff walk and eventually getting to the base runner. As Brujo says, there's 2 count. Yeah, it's 2-2 batter. The pitch is swung on and missed. As the batter seems confident, but Harvey's ball does move quite a lot here. As that one especially had a little bit more run and sink and hop and skip. As he does get the first out of the inning with the runner on second base, and the runner steals. We'll see if there's a play at third, and the tag was missed as the third baseman. The new third baseman was originally, the original third baseman was originally Jorge Green, but a new third baseman seems to be there as he is quite young. He needs to stay on the bag and shadow the bag, as it was a strong throw from Sebastian, but no chance at getting him there. And the Bucaneros infield seems to play back. It's only a 1-run lead here. And that is outside a ball here. I believe the count is 2-0. Harvey has surrendered many hitters counts here, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 2-1 here from Brujo. And that is another foul ball here as Harvey gets in to another 2-strike count. As nobody has really seen Harvey's fastball today. We can see if that changes here with the runner in scoring position. As the Bucaneros infield does decide to come in on the infield. And that misses low from Harvey. And the count runs full. Harvey does need to be aggressive on this race runner here, this batter here. And the pitch is a check swing called for a ball. No check. Or the check was called safe, as it seems to be the correct call here. We'll see the middle infielder draw back, trying to play for the double play here to get out of the inning. But it seems to be the tying run on third base now, so anything will do for this team de Bayamon. miss on the base running in. That is a swing and a miss. And the catcher lets the runner on first steal the bag. As the force is no longer in play, we can see if the middle infielders come up and play or if they decide not to. And that is a swing and miss, and Harvey works 0-2 in this count. We can see the runner on third base being a little bit antsy, maybe timing up. As Harvey is a lefty, he does not see the runner on third base. Maybe trying to steal home or timing up to steal home here. As the runner on third is very aggressive, we can see him timing up Harvey. And the pitch is fouled back here. Working the count 0-2, trying to generate the swing and miss. But the batter getting just a little bit of each swing. 0-2 count here. And a pickoff here gets the out at third base. Couldn't quite see it, but that was a pickoff move. A rare pickoff move from lefties. Was not sure if he stepped off or was a general skateboard move, but not a play you see every day. Here to get the second out for the Bucaneros. And the runner steals third, and does not matter because there was a swing and a miss in play here. Sebastian tags him out, even though he was walking his way back to the dugout, and PRIB will see him soon. Joining us back now as Jorge Green steps to the plate. Was, I believe, substituted here, but is still in the lineup here. He played third base in the first 2 innings, and there seems to be a new third baseman here. This pitch is swung on and fouled off. This pitcher has worked ahead of all of the batters he's faced. Would be a different ball game if he had started this game, maybe. that seems to have been a fastball spiked in the dirt. Got a little bit of a way with it. And the count evens out at 1s to Jorge Green. And that is a fastball high. Does have a little bit of weird release point here, but I've not seen any off speeds here. We can see if he does have any off speeds at all, maybe, but he falls down 3-1, which is rare for this pitcher here, to Jorge Green. That had a little bit of movement on it. Moving in on Jorge, so the count evens out at full. We'll see if Green battles here. And that is a chopper to the shortstop. Tough play for the shortstop, and is booted here for a leadoff base runner for the Bucaneros. Jorge Green's not really known to steal, but does swipe backs here, and they're fast guy, and the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. As the third base coach wants Soto here to swing it. The second baseman here. The pitch is on the outside corner. A little bit of a wide, but Soto falls down 0-2 on just fastballs from these pitchers. Seems to be a back pick and play maybe. And was a back pick and play. How'd I know that? But I did. These catcher signs give it away just a little bit. The pitch is swung on and hit to the third baseman in 3-4, 5-4-3 double play here. An off balance throw from the third baseman gets the double play, as that was 5-4-3 on that scoring. As Gregory comes to the bat with 2 outs in this inning, as he did have a great piece of hitting with a double to the right center field gap. And the pitch is called on the outside corner. He has been working the outside corner all inning against Jorge and against Soto. The pitch is up to Gregory here. Pitches down and low against Gregory here. We'll see if he has continued his hitting. A great piece of hitting earlier here from Gregory. The pitch is up and away to Gregory. See if the count works. 3-1. Great hitters count here, as this pitcher has not surrendered a walk yet, as they really hurt with 2 outs, and that is a 2-out walk here to Gregory. We can see if that run proves to be any problems for this equipo de Bayamon. This seems to be Matthias Mason here. Reached on an error and stole a bag. A speedy base runner, and is a great leader here for this Bucaneros team. We can see he's a little bit off the plate. Pitcher has been working the outside corner, so we can see if Matthias makes any adjustment to this outside pitch, as Brew has been calling them on that part of the plate. As the catcher sets up on that part of the plate. And the pitcher just misses these pitches. They are balls, but even if he throws them relatively on the other part of the plate, I don't know if Matthias will reach them. The pitch is swung on and missed. With a 2-1 count here to number 7, Matthias Mason. And the pitch is another fastball swung on and missed. We can see if Matthias makes any adjustment here with 2 outs for this Bucaneros team, as he is a threat when he's on the bases. You can see if the runner is back picked here. Not back picked. Was not telling the runner to get back, but I was thinking of pick-off move, or if the runner would steal here, as this pitcher has thrown a lot of strikes. And the runner does not go, and is a good pitch from the pitcher here on the outside corner, and the runner Gregory will be running on the pitch, as there's 3-2, 2 outs. We can see if Matthias puts something in play, generates a walk, or the hope of this Bucaneros team out. And is the pitch swung on and missed on the outside corner. A little bit of a fastball here for the 3rd out of the inning. PRB baseball coming soon.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Berger. I've been involved in pitching since I have memory. I play for my national team. I got hurt and I got rotator cuff surgery. That's when I got interested in how pitching actually works, how biomechanics works. So I researched a lot of pitching programs until I found the National Pitching Association and got certified by Tom House, having the opportunity to work along Coach House with professional athletes and learn from him. You know, Coach House the GOAT. Every athlete is gonna work in biomechanics, functional strength, learn about nutrition and sleep and recovery, and work in mental emotional. Make your next step, play your next level. See you there.
My name is Jaden Perez, and with the PRIBL and Coach Berger, in around 6 months, I've gained 6 to 7 miles an hour on my fastball. I've learned so much about my pitching mechanics, and most importantly, I've learned to become my own coach.
Hello, my name is Luca Morales. Thanks to Coach Juan Berger at PRBL, I went from 79 miles per hour on the mound up to sitting 90 and peaking at 93 miles per hour. Also learned how to stay healthy and got the chance to pitch alongside of other professional pitchers.
I'm Patrick, and Coach Juan has helped me with a bunch of things, but the best thing he's helped me with is staying on my center mass and not falling out. My hat used to fall off every pitch, and now it never falls off.
Hey, what's up? My name is Javier Caro Acosta. I am a pitcher with the Community College of Allegheny County. And 2 years ago, I was fresh out of high school, very uncertain, very low in confidence, and I didn't even know if I had what it takes to play the collegiate level. I was, until I found Coach Juan Berger and the PRIBL. With the help of them and the pro-style trainings, the intensity, the mindset, it just changed everything. Now, I'm a confident and dominant college athlete, and I don't only have trust in my game, but also my process.
Joining us back here in this half inning is Harvey Swan back on the bump here. Another left-handed bat here for Harvey. As a ball up away here. And that is a foul ball back here to the backstop. seems to be trouble for the right fielder and goes over the right fielder's head. And is a stand-up double for this team here. As the cuts were perfect, but it was just a rope over the right fielder's head going all the way to the wall. That looks like cash.
Yeah, it's cash. You put him bump on the second one. Fifth time I've seen it, they're going to time him up on that.
And the pitch is fouled off to the right side of the field. Fans right at the fans, but could not come away with the catch here. The pitcher set Harvey here, working 0-1 against his hitter. A good pitch, solid pitch on the outside corner, but does not hit the call here. Really needing these calls here, and really needing strikes overall here with the leadoff runner in scoring position. We can see a little bit of sign stealing from this team. Not really proving to be effective, as the only hit was a leadoff double in this inning, as you can only steal signs if there's a runner on second base. That is a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Another strikeout here for Harvey. Working ahead of these hitters, and a great strikeout to set the tone for this keeper. By him on. A little bit of signal here, and there's a fastball outside here from Harvey. Harvey getting a quick out. Not really worried about the leadoff double here, but quickly forgets it and continues to work ahead of his hitters and doing his job. That is a swing and a miss generated from Harvey here. The runner steals and is a pop fly here to center field. We can see if this drops or not, and is caught by the right fielder. There's no chance of the double play, as the runner quickly runs back, as his head coach probably relayed that the ball was in the air. As if it were on the ground, it would have been a different story. As Harvey has forgotten about the leadoff double and has gotten 2 quick outs here. We can see if he gets another out here to end the inning and cement this lead here for the Bucaneros. The pitch is outside on the corner here. Harvey has gotten his fair share of pop flies, but also strikeouts. A lot of outs via those 2 put away possibilities. The pitch is swung on and skied into the infield. You can see if Sebastian has a play on it, but and a little bit of a trick play here from the catcher, as everybody was willing to catch the ball, as Harvey seemed to not give up on the play, but following Sebastian, and Sebastian popped out of his glove as Jorge was right there, but they come away with the pop fly to end this inning here. is back from Aguadilla is the leadoff batter. So the leadoff. The lineup starts over for this Bucaneros team. The pitch is up and in. The batter having to duck away. We can see if the Bucaneros grill their lead here as they only have a run-one lead. The pitch is up and in to Jacob here. A speedy base runner, not wanting to walk this batter at all. The pitch is swung on and missed. Not really a great great 2-0 swing, but we can see if he changes anything here. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. As he falls behind in the count with 2 strikes on him. And the pitch is hard hit down the third baseline, as Jacob is not one to strike out much here. He always puts up quality ABs with many foul balls and many close pitches taken, as he has a good eye for the zone. The 2-2 pitches up and away for Jacob as the count falls down to 3-2. I feel like the chances of Jacob getting on here are very high. The pitch is called the ball for a leadoff walk in this Bucaneros team, as they have proven to be effective with their leadoff base runner. Might as well be a double. We can see if the catcher threatens any possible throwdowns to this team, but and the pitch is on the outside part of the plate. Harvey Swan, the pitcher. I'm sure this pitcher Jacob has a green light here. And that is a wild pitch here. As I said earlier, it's basically a runner in scoring position with Jacob on base. But the pitcher gave it to him, and that is a ball for Harvey. Another left-handed bat for the Bucaneros here. And the pitch is, ooh. That was a bad jump from Jacob here, and we can see if there's a pay at the plate, and there is, and he is out at the plate. As the coach signals, my bad. But that was a great mistake from the coach. Even if there was 2 outs, that play might have been acceptable, but he did send Jacob on that. And there would have been a runner on third, no outs, but no, there's no one on and 1 out, so. The pitch is swung on and another walk. So this situation would have been first and third, nobody out, and now it's just a runner on first with 1 out, so. The deeper they are in scoring position is beneficial for this Bucaneros team, so. Especially with Harvey Swan dealing on the mound here, but every pitcher has their limits and limitations here. And that is on the inside corner here to Devin. Fastball here. As this is the last day in Aguadilla here for us. And that is a swing and a miss. Not sure if it might have been an off speed here, but Devin looked to be out in front of that pitch. As he falls behind 0-2 in this situation here. but is always a grade 2 strike hitter and does not really seem to miss any pitches here, and he does foul that pitch back off here. And the runner goes, and that is a swing and a miss from Devin. And he was a strong throw from the catcher, but he did just get under it. Harvey Swan steals the bag. There's a runner on second and 2 outs here. As the runner would have definitely scored if not coach making a mistake of sending the leadoff runner later to be thrown at the plate. And the pitch is a swing and a miss from Sebastian. He has kind of been indecisive today, fouling off pitches with not some sort of a swing, but in that one, not even close to the plate, but deciding to swing at the ball somewhat. So we can see if his changes, as he has been throwing off speeds lately. But yes, that's off the plate. The pitch is a called strike, getting ahead of Sebastian here, 1-2. As Sebastian is joined, his great family here is watching. Catcher sitting up high, and that seems to be fouled right back to his family, kind of. As that elderly man, eager to get the baseball. Harvey Swan takes his 2-out lead at second base. The pitch is swung on and grounded to shortstop and thrown away at first to make the last out of the inning. And PRIBL Baseball joining you soon.
Okay, we're moving into the top of the 6th inning. Harvey Swan has pitched a brilliant game thus far. Bucaneros trying to hold on to a 2-1 victory, and they're 3 outs away. Number 10, playing shortstop, will be the leadoff hitter for this half inning. I have to say big thanks to Samuel Garcia. Swan comes set, delivers, and we got a swing and a ball hit toward left center field, and that's down for a base hit. Nothing you can do about it. Sam did a great job calling the game. He will be playing in the next game, so he's gone for his lunch and to begin his pregame routine. And we got a foul ball. Leadoff single for the leadoff batter, and the Bucaneros will be looking for a ground ball here. Harvey comes set, deals, and that's another foul ball. So Swan gets ahead 0-2 in the count. I can't. And that's a lazy fly ball out to Cash Cook in right field. And that's out number 1. The runner holds at first. And that's just what the Bucaneros needed in this moment. Now the right ground ball can turn into a double play and end the inning. And that ball is high. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's swung on and hit to first base. There's 1 and there's 2. That's a double play, and that will basically seal the game. Bucaneros hold on with a 2-1 victory. Harvey Swan pitches a gem. Great day for baseball here in Aguadilla. We appreciate you being here for PRIBL Baseball. And you can't say enough about this team from Bayamon. They play hard and they play strong. And they played very, very well today. 2-1 baseball. Bucaneros come out on top. Asenados will play in about an hour, I believe. Stay with us.